What's going on, YouTube? I am Germ here, and in this video today, I'm going to be talking about a couple of different reasons why I really think that everyone just needs to relax. There is so much kind of fear and negativity and drama and a lot of different things going on in the CS community right now, specifically involving investments and Paris and all this stuff of people saying, oh, Paris is going to be RMR 2.0, or oh, Paris hollows are overpriced or overrated, or capsules are going to be overinvested. There's going to be no money to make. Everyone's going to get wiped out. Everyone's going to lose a ton of money. Everyone is like suckers, or everyone's so stupid, or blah 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 blah. And there's like the drama between Fano and all these other guys and Nalo and blah 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 blah. Like, there's just so much going on, and these people talking crap to these people about this idea or whatever, and it's like, everyone just needs to relax. Everyone needs to calm down. Everything is going to be okay. And we're going to be going over a couple reasons why I really believe this to be true in this video today, and why I think it'll be better off for everyone to just kind of relax in the long run. Gotta get the cat off the desk real quick. But before we get into that, first, just wanted to say, first link in the description below for my Buff Market affiliate link. I know obviously everyone's like, oh, Buff 163 is better, blah, blah, blah. But there's a lot of people that don't have access to Buff 163. So if you want to get signed up with Buff Market, check out my link. You can get like a free skin or something like that. It's an awesome way to help support the channel. Also, I'm trying to dip my toe into cash trading. I now have my Twitter DMs actually functioning correctly, so you can actually reach out to me on Twitter now. Second link in the description if you want to safely, effectively, and efficiently cash out on some of your CS skins or items or whatever. Have cash and crypto payout options. So let's get into this. This is a tweet I found from Thor, I don't know how you say this, CS the other day. He tweeted out, which team sticker capsules have had the best returns? He analyzed team capsules from Krakow 17 to Rio 2022, and here are the results. He made a nice little spreadsheet that actually breaks down the returns of a bunch of different things. The results were pretty cool and pretty exciting, being able to see which ones have had the best returns. This is only team capsules, not autograph capsules or anything like that. But what I also think is more interesting is also looking at the bottom end of all of this stuff. He does say that obviously the Stockholm 2021 Challenger sticker capsule had 5,000% returns, or a 52x gain. Here overall with some of the results, I know this is going to be a little bit cut off just because my stuff isn't, accurately set up for this, but I can drag my face down a little bit. We can see Stockholm 2021 with a 52x return. We have Boston 2018 with a 40x return. He has everything from the lowest prices to the highest price after the sale, the gain percentage, all of that stuff. But what is also very, very interesting here is, just looking at the bottom end of this stuff too. The very bottom, we have the 2020 RMR Legends, which he has at the lowest price of 15 cents, the highest price after the sale of 61 cents for a 2.47 x return, 246% gain. He also has some other stuff like the Rio 2022 Legends capsule from 24 cents to $1 for a 2.54% return. I believe that's after Steam fees. I think a lot of these returns are. It should be the gains on the right side should be after Steam fees even, which is still cool. We have 2020 RMR Challengers, 14 cents to 61 cents for a 2.71 return. So some other Rio stuff, a lot of Rio and RMR. Obviously we have Berlin 2019 as well. A lot of different stuff going on here. But at the end of the day, what you can see is even the worst case scenario, which obviously the two most recent worst cases have been RMR and Rio. A lot of people want to say Paris is going to be RMR 2.0, or, it's going to be this absolute disaster or whatever. But again, even RMR, even if you got it 25 cents, you still would have been having some positive returns. You still would have been close to doubling your money. Obviously, maybe not doubling your money after fees and stuff like that, depending on which RMR capsule you got. But with some of the RMR capsules, it looks like the RMR Contenders sold for 61 cents at its peak after fees. You still would have been more than doubling your money. And that's if you bought for 25 cents after Steam fees. And obviously, we know you can sell on third-party marketplaces and get better fees. We also know you can buy for less than 25 cents on a lot of third-party marketplaces and stuff as well. Overall, you will see here that there hasn't really been an absolute disaster. There hasn't been a time. Worst case scenario in this whole thing has been around doubling your money. There has not been an absolute disaster where people have lost money. I mean, yes, some of these people have lost money if they've bought at outrageous prices or anything like that, but there is not a story historically of people buying capsules during the sale or buying capsules towards the bottom of the market and then it just continuing to drop and drop and drop and being worth nothing in the long term or just absolutely getting wiped out. At the end of the day, even RMR 2.0, if you want to call it that, has been making money. There has not been an absolute disaster. There's not been a total worst case scenario here. And again, Paris is not RMR. You can say there's comparisons because it's going to be overinvested or whatever, but again, RMR, one of the biggest gripes with it is that they're not very attractive, that they're pretty ugly overall. But again, also, the world was a different place in 2020. Obviously, you can say we're in this highly inflated environment where people still have a ton of money and everything, but back in 2020, people were getting stimulus checks. People were literally getting handed out free money, and people were able to pile that more and more into CSGO items. So not only people had free money to overinvest into ugly, trash items, Paris, people can say Paris isn't that cool or whatever, and I know I've heard some people say like, oh, there's only like 5 or 6 good-looking Paris stickers, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Paris has a collection is much better than Rio. Paris has a collection is much better than RMR, and of course, that's the other problem, with Rio and stuff as well. And then by the time you get up to anything that's not Rio or RMR, it's Berlin, which had a 6.8x return on it. So overall, again, when you look at the history, when you look at how things are going, there's not a lot to be that concerned about. There's not a lot to be worried about. Now, obviously, does the past show us exactly what's going to happen? No, but we can look at the history and look back and see how things have gone and see that until there is some absolute disaster, until things go so terrible, we all need to relax and everything's going to be okay. And we need to treat these opportunities while they are still here like they're some good ways to make money. Like, everyone knows that these are overall sound investment ideas. Now, that doesn't mean Paris is going to be. Maybe Paris is going to be an absolute disaster. Maybe Paris does end up sucking. Maybe people will lose some money or something like that. I think that's pretty crazy. I think worst case scenario is really breaking even. And I think that's like absolute worst case scenario. I think people buying hollows, sometime during the sale and buying capsules sometime during the sale, I think these things will be worth more money in the long run. I don't know how much, maybe double, maybe triple, maybe 1.5x, who knows? But still, in the real world, when you look at other real world investments and stuff, the amount of returns you're able to get historically on some of these CSGO items is still insane returns compared to anything else. And there are, like I said, people speculating and coming up with ideas and being negative about why Paris is going to suck or why everyone's idiots and blah, blah, blah. And they're really just basing it off of nothing. They're not basing it off historical data or evidence or anything like that. They're just basing it off a hunch they have or just wanting to be overly negative or whatever. And honestly, at the end of the day, some of that is a good thing because the more people that are negative and the more people who are naysaying and the more people that are going to be not investing in Paris, honestly, that will help the returns overall at the end of the day. But again, who knows exactly what's going to happen? Nobody does. It could end up being good, bad, great, horrible, anywhere in between. But so far, the historical data, the numbers, everything points us in the direction of saying that Paris will be a good investment. And until we find out otherwise, I think you should treat it as such. Again, maybe those people are going to end up being right, but it's just going to be a lucky guess. It's just going to be a random, weird kind of decision. Because again, I just thought it was very interesting looking at the numbers. Again, if we even look at some of the historical data for the returns that some of the stickers have seen, obviously, there's some people saying, oh, well, stickers are so insanely overrated or overpriced or whatever. Like again, I know at the peak of Antwerp, we saw a lot of stickers, even in the middle of the pack, a lot of stickers getting above $10. But even on the lower end, stickers going to $4, $5, $6, $7. And if we look at Paris prices from July 23rd, getting up to $10, that would be a very, very nice return for most stickers. I mean, any sticker in the $5 to $6 range and below, getting up to $10 would be amazing. On the lower end, a lot of these stickers getting up to, like the $4 or $5 we saw here at the peak, that would be very, very good. Now, again, I do think that, hey, returns on capsules and on stickers are probably going to be lower in Antwerp, but even having returns lower in Antwerp is still going to be pretty okay at the end of the day. Now, could they be considerably lower than Antwerp? Yeah, sure, but that doesn't mean they're not going to have a nice return. Now, of course, we're never going back to Stockholm days. We're never going back to to like Cato days or anything like that. Of course, we're probably never even going back to Stockholm days. You know, times have changed. There's more players, there's more knowledge, there's more investors, all that stuff. But that doesn't mean that there aren't still very, very good opportunities right in front of our eyes, right in front of our face, and we can sit here and fight and argue and everything with each other, or we can come together as an investing community, try to make some rational decisions, try to make some money. And again, as things change, we can reevaluate. But have things changed quite yet? I don't think so. I think everyone just needs to calm down, invest in Paris, make decisions, you know, invest money that you can reasonably risk or that you can reasonably afford to lose or have not, you know, turn into insane returns or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm going to be doing. That's why I'm buying capsules right now. That's why I'm buying stickers. Yeah, I'm going to talk some trash to some people along the way as well. And if I see some bad ideas, I'm going to call some people. I'm going to be a part of the drama and negativity at times too. But overall, I think Paris is going to be good. I think all the data, all the numbers point to that. I think everyone needs to calm down. And let's see what happens. And if things do go bad, we can always reevaluate. But I don't know. Until it's that time, I'm not going to be panicking too much. But pretty much for this video today, guys. Just wanted to kind of hopefully add some positivity and some rationality overall to some of these discussions. Catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.